I don't know why I really called this video Quiet Days, because it should have been like random days or something. Like the clips are from loads of random points, because I've been ill for like 4 months and there's only been some days that I've felt well enough to do a bit of filming or a bit of editing or whatever. So I thought that I would try and do just like a little mini vlog and like stop trying to make these long videos maybe for now, just so that I could at least have just a bit of fun tinkering away at a short video, because I do miss making videos, but it's really hard to do things at the minute. If you don't know who I am, I'm an artist and I've been pretty out of action for like about 4 months now with a severe vitamin D deficiency. Very low on the scale, so I'm really feeling it. I actually like had some better days in like August and September, weirdly, because I was on like a higher dose of vitamin D then, which is what you usually do, like you put on that first. And there was a lot more sun, so I was able to get a lot of extra, whereas now we're in the depths of winter, it's very dark, there's not a lot of extra vitamin D to be had, so it's been hard to readjust to that and the like lower dose of vitamin D that I'm now on. So it's been hard to do things, it's hard. I'm very grateful and privileged that this will hopefully come to an end eventually, but it has been hard. Like I've got, when I looked back at some of the videos I've made over this time, like it's so random. Like there's somewhere, obviously I'm making the sketchbooks, which was this grand idea I had, which actually proved really hard work. I think I need to come back to it when I'm feeling better. But I did make some that I think I'm going to sell at like a discounted rate, but I still haven't finished them. I like can't bring myself to finish them, it's really hard. I haven't managed to write back to my pen pals. I haven't managed to respond to an email that I got like 3 months ago. Like, you know, it's everything just feels extremely hard work at the moment. I've tried to edit a few videos and it's just too much. But I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to stay calm.
Yes, Sam, put it on your shaky knee. That'll be a good shot. A very nice tree. I heard this thing recently that like if you're around the same trees enough, they'll get to know you, and I thought that was really lovely. Too bright, too bright. We always get really overrun with this plant, but I can never remember what it's called. Does anybody know? This pinky purpley plant. Well, it's not really purple, is it? It's pink. Confusing everyone. Yeah, we get it everywhere. It really, really takes over. It's very invasive. But it's quite pretty, isn't it? I always say wildflowers are just flowers that won't play by the rules. Sorry, scratch that. I meant weeds. Weeds are flowers that won't play by the rules. That's what I meant. Alright. These steps have got really hard work over the years because like this section has just got lower and lower, so they've like fallen out a lot. So the step up is pretty massive now. Yay, I'm glad I can show you some horses. Because there were so many horses here the other day, like even more than this, and this is quite a lot. But general horse etiquette, I would advise. Don't touch them, don't feed them anything, just look from afar. That's generally good advice for any animal, isn't it? But yeah, if you're not familiar with horses, for whatever reason. I used to ride horses. Not that that gives me some expert knowledge, I was just going to tell a story that there was a horse that absolutely detested me, I think. She was called Jessie and she was a really beautiful white horse. But she hated me, she hated everyone really. She would always bite you. And she just caused a scene. She loved to cause a scene. She probably didn't like the horse riding life. She probably just wanted to frolic about. She had a frolic about her when she ran. I don't know why I thought this sign being like half over was funny. I don't know why I think that, but... Why is it funny? I don't know. Can we even see it? Probably not. I've just turned back to film the bridge because the bridge is probably one of my favourite parts of this walk. I always find the bridge really pretty, kind of like something from a children's book or something.
I miss sitting in this room because I can't handle sitting at this desk for very long at all. I miss a lot of things, but I'm very thankful for TV and books when I'm able to read them. I'm not always able to read them, but I'm always really, really overjoyed when I can. The world of fiction is always a big escape and comfort for me, but it's been like a lifeline recently. So glad of that and trying to keep on going. The other night we actually caught on TV like a ballet version of Sleeping Beauty, like a kind of a modern ballet. And I mean, my gosh, the artistry that goes into stuff like that is amazing. But equally, like, my mum really doesn't like ballet. I have to admit, it's not my favourite kind of dance. And I do struggle sometimes with... Ironically, it's funny because I was, like, a musician for, like, most of my early life. And, like, I have a music degree. But I don't always like musicals that are just music. I prefer plays. Like, I'm more into plays. Or, like, musicals that have songs, but they still talk. Like, but the ones where they're constantly singing, or like the ballet where there's like no singing at all, it's just orchestral. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a very different thing to watch, but I wouldn't necessarily normally choose it. I don't know. It's interesting. The story kind of lost me. Like, they went ahead 100 years. Like, Aurora was asleep for 100 years. But then, like, everyone around her, therefore, must have passed away. Like, she didn't have her family or anything. And they didn't feel like they didn't address that. I mean, it's hard to address it in dance, but it was like, once she woke up, it was just like, oh, she's with the guy now. Happily ever after. And I was just kind of like, but her whole family's dead. You know, and I don't feel like that was addressed. So, yeah, weird. But, yeah, and then I was watching some of the Goes Wrong show, which is like a comedy thing here in the UK where like they do plays that like deliberately everything goes wrong. Because at winter I get this very strong desire to watch theatre. I really like theatre at this time of year, and when I was a kid they used to put like a lot of theatre productions on TV. They do put some on like BBC iPlayer, but not that many. So yeah, that's just a random tangent that I've ended up on. But yeah, what's a play you really like? Anything? One of my favourite plays, I watched a fairly modern version of Twelfth Night on when it was a National Theatre Live production that was filmed. I actually quite like Shakespeare when you're not like really picking it apart in school. I recently started a series of videos called Destiny Decides What We Draw, where I basically draw randomly from a topic that I pick out of a jar. It's a thing I really like to do for my own art practice. The videos have not been very popular, however, it's a bit of a long haul thing, and I like doing it, but unfortunately it has still been quite hard while I've been ill. I'm not quite sure why I chose to start it at this point, really. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate Like, the videos over this time have been really random. Sometimes I've been really high energy, sometimes I've been really low energy. That's just kind of been the way things have been. Sometimes I've talked about topics that I'm kind of not sure what on earth I'm talking about. You know, it's quite weird sharing on the internet sometimes. Like, sometimes I literally just stop and I'm like, you talk a lot on the internet. And not a lot of people do that. And it is weird, but that does lead to like a lot of people sometimes seeing lots of different moments of your psyche, if that makes any sense. Like, you know, your thought processes change all the time, the things you want to do change, the things you are thinking about change. And yet, because there's people who have evidence of seeing you talk about all these things, they might be like, well, you said you were going to make a calendar 6 months ago and now you're not doing that. And it's like, well, that's probably just something I in passing thought about doing like 6 months ago, you know. My mind changes about things so often, whether it's doing my work or life or whatever. So yeah, I apologise if it's confusing. Thank you for sticking around, and everyone's been really kind about this time. Like, sometimes I've felt like I need to apologise and be like, thanks for your patience and everything, but then people have always just been like, just focus on feeling better, like, and feeling well. And so that's what I'm trying to do. It's just been slow and long, but I know that it's not slow and long in the scheme of things. Like, a lot of people have a lot worse slow and long, so I need to just stay calm, and try and remember that, and be thankful and take that vitamin D. I'm really looking forward to, I'm picturing myself, like, hopefully in like spring, summer, sitting in a park, sitting in the woods, drawing and feeling alright. That's my dream. I've said before that I wanted to do like a scruffy art summer, which is basically where I just ramble about and draw outside a lot. So I think I'm genuinely going to try and do that this year, and keep to that promise to myself. So yeah, hope you don't mind this just like mini, very all over the place vlog with lots of different clips from lots of different times. I still have my Halloween decorations up. Everything's on a delay, really. I keep thinking tomorrow, the day after, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after that. But one day maybe that'll be true, you know. So yes, thank you for staying around and for keeping me company in this time. Really appreciate you and your comments. Thank you so much. Goodbye. So just a quick chaotic look at my Halloween decorations. These are some of my favourites I've collected over the years, and some things that I've made as well, like this pumpkin thing that I painted. Luckily my dad actually designs the pumpkin that we carve. He always tells me what to do and I just have to carve it, so it gives me a bit of a creative break, which is nice.